Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about how to multiply your profits by using glass bottle packaging for milk. By the end of this presentation, you will understand that you can make as much as more than 6.5 lakh rupees per month extra just by using glass bottles instead of polypacks. And that is just on 1000 liters of milk. Hi, I am Dipankar Agarwal from Ajanta Bottle Private Limited. So we will discuss few aspects. We'll give you some details about the milk industry in the country. Then we'll discuss about why consumers and dairy companies choose glass bottles. Then we have done a short survey of about 200 people across India. So these are basically dairy companies who are using glass bottles. So what are their findings and feedbacks? Then we will discuss some solutions for efficient recycling of glass bottle. And then finally, what we all are looking for, the profits. So milk, this is about overview of the milk industry. So India accounts for about 21% of the global milk production, and it's the largest in the world. The per capita availability is about 394 grams a day, and it is growing very steadily. So it's a big market, and the important thing to note is that 80% of the market is unorganized. So that means it's a huge market that can be tapped when you start packing milk in glass bottles and becoming an organized player. Here we see state-wise. So top 5 states are Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh and Gujarat. They account for about 50% of the total milk production of the country. Now what are the various options when we have for milk packaging? First, of course, we are presenting glass, Tetra packs, poly packs, plastic bottles, metal cans. So we'll focus more on the glass bottles right now. Glass bottle being more sustainable, environment friendly, and we'll see how it is more profitable also. So why do dairy companies who are already using glass bottles for delivering milk, why are they using glass bottles? So they said premium pricing. Second is it maintains the quality and freshness of the milk. Increasing shelf life. Also bottles are recyclable, so it is cheaper. Also glass is the only packaging material generally recognized as safe by FDA. So if you Google GRAS by FDA, you will see that glass is the only medium which is being certified by this certification. And why do consumers choose glass bottles? Of course, it remains fresher longer. It is reusable. It can be easily stored in the refrigerator. And then they know there is no risk of chemical leaching also. So now we'll discuss about the survey. So I'm going a little fast on this so that we can come on the profitability part. So in survey, our objective was to basically take feedback and understanding glass bottle adoption by dairy farms. So we collected data by using questionnaires, telephonic interviews, and also interacting with the companies. The respondents were people who are already using glass bottles. And the beneficiary of the survey of the outlines can be like any consumer or anybody who is planning to start a dairy industry or anyone who is interested in dairy sector. So we had about 177 respondents spread across the country. And we had 21 states covered and respondents were from Haryana to Jammu Kashmir throughout the country. So important thing to note is that glass bottle allows dairy companies get premium pricing. And it is being agreed by more than 60% of the respondents, which is very high. So if I am a supplier of glass bottle and milk, I actually agree that I am able to charge premium for my milk when I pack it in glass bottles. And the important thing to note is only 8% say no to this. So that means a wide spectrum say that yes, glass helps you price the product in a premium fashion that leads to increasing the profit. Second is glass bottle are better and superior. So there's no doubt about this. 90% agree. We already knew it, but it was just being validated again by the survey. And now there are some of the parameters why the manufacturers think that glass bottles are superior. So they say environmental health, safety, attractiveness, reusableness. One of the factors is also preferred by customers. So some of the manufacturers actually said that glass bottle is preferred by the customers. And of course, all the initial factors lead to preference of the customer. So here we discuss about the problem which is faced. Of course, not all things come free. So if you are making more money, there would be some problems that we face and there are ways to overcome that. So about 24% people said that no, there is no problem in glass bottles and they are surfing very well. About 70% said there are some problems and they listed out the problems also like breakages or scratches or inefficiencies of workers, or the bottles get stolen. So we have given some solutions by discussing with some of the leading dairy companies who are using best practices to pack milk in glass bottles. So these are the solutions how you can increase the efficiency of recycling of glass bottles. The first one is getting bottle from a reliable vendor. What you need to check here is the value you get with the glass bottle instead of the price you pay initially. It is more important of the value that you are getting from that bottle. Only then you can make money in long term. Otherwise, if you end up saving couple of rupees while buying the bottle, it will become very difficult to recycle it multiple number of times, which will affect the profitability immediately. One thing while functioning, so you should avoid thermal shocks. So prevent your bottles from sudden temperature changes. The temperature difference should always be less than 42 degrees. So if you have a bottle which is a room temperature, don't put it in boiling water immediately. Or if it's a warm bottle, say about 50 degrees or 70 degrees, it is just come out of sterilization, don't subject it to a 4 degrees cold milk. So the temperature differential should be always less than 42 degrees. Then we use brushes to clean the bottle. So always use soft brushes. Never use a brush which has a metal tip. The metal tip actually leads to cracks in the bottle, which leads to breakages later on. Use trays with full height partition. I have seen people delivering milk in glass bottles in canvas bags. That is a very fragile, inefficient and a way that attracts a lot of loss. So you should never do that. Always use full height trays to deliver milk in glass bottles. Another way to help and to incentivize customers to actually give you back the bottles, you can give them a 2-liter milk free at the end of the month, or give them an introductory product, or anything that you can do. So basically to incentivize the customers as well as incentivize the workers also to reduce the minimum, to reduce the breakages at the plant while washing and handling. Second is always maintain at least 4 to 5 days of glass bottle stock. So if you're a 1,000-liter plant, procure 5,000 bottles to start with. So if you're a 1,000-liter plant, don't think that you can start with 2,000 bottles, because that will lead to abruptness, and that will lead to basically a hurried environment, and the workers would tend to use the bottle more rashly and hence increase the breakages. So now we discuss about the profitability as and the costing. So for a 1000 ml bottle, which can usually be easily bought for about 20 rupees, and the cycles that we have discussed with customers and what the customers have informed us, that they are able to use these glass bottles by 75 number of times. Yes, that is an astonishing figure. So if you are following these steps, how to efficiently recycling the glass bottle, you can actually use the glass bottle at least 75 number of times. So the packaging liter per cost per liter comes out to be 26 paisa per liter. The cap says for 2 rupees a metal or a plastic cap. It can recycle for 5 times, so packaging cost with the cap is 40 paisa. And the poly pack will recycle only 1 time, and the cost per liter will be 50 paisa. Next we discuss about the delivery, because I'm sure you are thinking that okay, the cost of the bottle is cheaper but delivery cost is expensive. So we've taken that also. So if it's a glass bottle and in a 1-ton vehicle you can load about 700 bottles. The cost per trip usually in a 50 kilometer radius is 1500 rupees. So if it's a dedicated vehicle, it goes every day, comes back every day. So this is the cost per trip, and delivery cost per liter is about 2 rupees 14 paisa, and for polypack it is 1 rupee 50 paisa. So when we add all these things, we see that glass bottle packaging, delivery and sterilization cost comes out to be about 3 rupees 80 paisa. Whereas in polypack, the per liter cost including delivery and packaging is about 2 rupees. So it might seem that glass bottle is expensive, but this is an investment to the profit that you're going to make in your business, and that I'm going to show in the next slide. On an average, a liter of milk in glass bottle is selling at 75 rupees. So this is the feedback from our customers, and this is what we see in the market also. Whereas a liter in polypack is selling at about 50 rupees. So the difference between the two is 25 rupees. Yes, a massive 25 rupees difference between the selling price. Whereas the difference in the cost is only 1.8. So you are actually making 23.2 rupees extra per liter just by selling the milk in glass bottles. So if you're a 1,000 liter plant, you are selling 23,200 rupees per day extra, which is almost close to about 6 lakh rupees per month. It's a huge saving. It's not a saving, it's actually more profits. Whatever profits you make from Polypack currently, this is over and above that. So finally coming to the conclusion, so reuse of the glass bottle is most important factor ignored by many dairy companies while comparing the cost of glass bottle with other packaging materials. This severely affects the profitability of the dairy companies in a way that they have never imagined. So finally, we hope and discuss that, and I hope you also agree to me now that glass is not expensive packaging material as popularly believed in dairy industry. Rather, it is the most profitable one. Thank you so much. I hope you liked my analysis in the survey. These are some of the ways you can connect with us if you have any question or if you're interested in dairy business and glass bottles. So we'll be happy to connect you and talk to other dairy farmers also who are already in the business of selling milk in glass bottles. Thank you so much. Looking forward to have your feedback and your queries on our presentation.